We didn't show love. We didn't do no hugging. We didn't do a whole lot of that thing. You were supposed to be emotionless, and we are never supposed to be weak.
Yeah.
As a man, you're supposed to be tough.
Yeah.
You don't fear anything. You don't show emotions because showing emotion is a sign of weakness.
I think a lot of times we try to tell children that if you have those thoughts and those feelings, that's weakness. That's bad. You shouldn't be feeling that.
When you come from where we come from, it's almost weak to have people help you, work through things, right?
Well, taught to be tough. Don't complain about it. That's the testament of a man. Did you complain? You didn't complain? You're a good guy.
I come from a big, hard, tough family who no one communicates. If you show type of weakness, it means you're a weak person where I come from.
I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm afraid. I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm scared, because if I do that, then I'm weak.
And I feel like us as men, especially hunters, we can't show no weakness. We can't take a step back. That's how we was trained.
Anyone else out there who's dealing with any mental health problems, by just like you said earlier, by being vulnerable, to me, I look at it by being brave.
It was a little bit of paranoia, a whole lot of post-traumatic stress, a whole lot of trauma, depression, anxiety, all those things.
And I went to the doctor and he was like, do you suffer from anxiety? And I was like, no. And he was like, it sounded like you had a panic attack. He said, are you stressed about anything? I'm like, hell yeah.
This is coming from a man who had everything, money, fame, glory, titles, but I felt as if I had nothing. I felt there was an empty, gaping hole that was just filled with gloom and doom.
And I remember just driving down the highway feeling like I was about to have a heart attack, heart beating fast, shortness of breath, even convinced myself my arm was going numb.
I was having a heart attack. I rushed myself into A&E thinking, I said, look, I think I've been drugged. I'm having a heart attack. I think I've had a stroke.
I couldn't sleep. It just was a downward spiral that I was going through.
You start to think, well, do anyone actually care?
I remember a lot as a child feeling that way, just feeling like nobody has me.
I don't leave the house. I don't know what to expect when I leave this house no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to nobody.
Sometimes people just don't realize it, bro.
Yeah.
It could be people, the closest people to you, all the guys, everybody that you grew up with. Bro, sometimes you just don't understand it.
It's like, bro, out here showing every day that they need help.
My chief of staff, Bonnie, she hit me one day and she said, you know what I just learned? She said, I learned that you never know when a lion is crying because they roar.
Yep.
We so busy being tough and harboring all these resentment and emotions and all the shit we deal with. Constantly bury that in the distance. Then it starts festering and it comes up in different ways. It manifests itself in different ways.
It's like, bro, everybody out here needs help and everybody walking around this like they got it all together.
When did you realize I might have some mental health issues that I have to work through?
Oh, I realized that at a very young age, around 10.
And I didn't know I had trauma. I didn't know I was depressed. I didn't know I had anxiety. I didn't know I had post-traumatic stress.
I'd suffered with mental health problems my whole life, but I didn't know what it was because I never had no education on the matter.
And I was like, bro, this is the first time I could acknowledge it. I was like, man, depression's real.
Because, I've had anxiety for my whole life. And 9 years ago, I got diagnosed with it.
I had to take 3 months, sit down, and I had to tap into my mental health.
I was going through some mental things. I felt a little dark. I went through a little... I went through some anxiety and depression, and I just tried my best to stay strong. That's it. I don't know, maybe just the pressure of life.
I started to learn and understand what I was going through, because before that, I actually thought something was wrong with me. Like, when you come from poverty, this is how you're supposed to feel. But I started to understand that there was terms and there was things that you can do to help with these things.
So I just decided to say, you know what? Let me finally start going to therapy to get a handle on my anxiety.
And as you get older into your adult life, you wonder where things are coming from, but it's actually coming from your young adulthood. And I had to go deal with that.
You create these things, and here again, it's mental health. Because none of these perspectives or none of these opinions or decisions or things you're thinking or thoughts may be true at all. It's what you create in here because of your situation.
And I do think that the most important thing with anyone who suffers with mental health is communication. Without communication with others, we're not going to get better.
Talk about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because once you talk about it with somebody that you care about and you kind of have that dialogue, you can sit there and talk for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, not knowing you done got so much off your chest that you never talked about.
I believe it is okay for us to say, no, I need to take a beat. I need to talk to my brother, say, cry with my brother.
I've been trying to find good people for so long. I'm tired, bro.
100%, bro.
Like,
it's so okay to be tired, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this, bro. I'll be it. Like, whatever you need, dog. Like, you just want to talk.
Yeah, I see you tearing up. I'm tearing up.
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to hold it in because, like, it's real.
Let that shit out, bro.
I'm just letting it out because it was stuck. It weighed on me for a year and a half. And I know the only way to get better is to fight.
I think the thing is, man, like so many times as men, we are asked to carry everybody. We are not made to carry everybody.
I don't talk about this really much, even like to my brother. But like, for the fact that you really know what I'm going through, fire, bro.
Like we don't do this for us. Yeah, like you want to build these things, but it's about these conversations. What we saying is, man, don't give up, and we won't give up.
This is my first time really, like, us really kicking it. I love y'all, bro. For real. And I love you, bro. And I'm here for you, and I support you.
Love you too, gang.
But, dog, folks love you, dog. Nobody want to see you go through this.
And you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't got to apologize to nobody about nothing, bro.
If you're battling anxiety and depression, you can get over it.
There's a stigma in this world that men can't talk. If you're a man and you've got weight on your shoulders, please speak to someone. Speak to anyone.
I'm not all the way healed yet. I'm still working. It's work in progress. But I do feel that I'm in a better state than I've ever been.
Like 300-something million Americans and 100-something million is affected by living with something. It touches all of us.
What do you wish people knew about mental health?
What I wish they knew is that it's real. That is real. And there is no bar to measure how real. It's real.